The Jose Rizal International Zeal of Achievement and Leadership Award. The award is designed to recognize the different youth groups who tirelessly and selflessly serve and improve their communities. Those who take part in making the lives of the people better. Just like Jose Rizal, our national hero, who was exiled indefinitely, a prisoner of the Spanish government, and yet he continues to serve the people of Dapitan as teacher, doctor, scientist, and more. To us, Jose Rizal is the clear image of authentic service. In fact, in the words of our YLI Vice President Mr. Raymond Butcher, Rizal is a hero because he is authentic. So, if while watching this video you flew popped in your head, it's time to nominate them. We are choosing one awardee from the Philippines and one awardee from around the globe. Awarding ceremony will be on June 19, 2021. The Jose Rizal International Zeal of Achievement and Leadership Award. The award is designed to recognize the different youth groups who tirelessly and selflessly serve and improve their communities. Those who take part in making the lives of the people better. Just like Jose Rizal, our national hero, who was exiled indefinitely, a prisoner of the Spanish government, and yet he continues to serve the people of Dapitan as teacher, doctor, scientist, and more. To us, Jose Rizal is the clear image of authentic service. In fact, in the words of our YLI Vice President Mr. Raymond Butcher, Rizal is a hero because he is authentic. So, if while watching this video you flew popped in your head, it's time to nominate them. We are choosing one awardee from the Philippines and one awardee from around the globe. Awarding ceremony will be on June 19, 2021.
And Wilson. Oh my. Yes. Good morning, everyone. Hello. How are you all doing? Give me a wave. If you're, I should not be able to hear you. I should just see you. Yes, I see all those nice waves. All right. So let me see who are following directions. I know Teacher Rocky was telling everybody what are the do's and the don'ts of our meet today. So I am looking at those who are really, really good in following directions. All right. So I know that you are all first grade, second grade, and third grade. Okay. I am having a feedback over here. page. Am I on mute the whole entire Okay. All right. So yes, we are good. Hmm. So yes, teacher Mars, you will answer those that are gonna be asking there in Zoom, and I am gonna focus on the presentation. And let's start our class. All right. Type your question in the chat box. Type your question in the chat box. That is how we are gonna answer you. All right. Let's see who can follow that direction. Very good. So we have 41 students and Miss Anne. I'm used to being called Miss Wilson. So if I call myself Miss Wilson, that is okay. That's still the same me, teacher Anne. And let us move on. So today, guys, I am going to reintroduce myself if you are, so you would not forget. My name is Teacher Anne Marie, or they call me in school Miss Wilson. And I already asked everybody to make sure your names are on our chat box, right? And let me see. Yes, I see names in the chat box. There are 46 of us in there. Very good, very good. Excellent, excellent. And okay. So just stay in there if you cannot. And then until you have somebody to help you, then you can move on to YouTube, okay? I will keep on putting on the link in YouTube in there. There you go. So I am going to repeat some of the important expectations I have also in my class. Teacher Rocky mentioned a lot earlier, and I hope you were listening, all right? So in my class, I need you to be participative, and that is in the chat box. Or I will put some links in there that you need to click and write your answers. All right, give me a thumbs up if you understood that. Oh, I see. One, two, three, four, five. Good job following directions, and you can still hear me well. Now, remember to be polite and respectful in your comments and no side comments. I saw a lot of chat earlier talking about their pets, they're saying hi, and a lot of ooh, 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 ooh. Maybe you were singing the song, but yeah, let's not do that, okay? Next, we will take notes and important information. I know you have your laptop or your iPads with you. But guess what? It's still very important to write. I even have my pen with me and my notebook. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to get your pen and your notebook. So if you remember something, just write it down so that the next day or maybe a couple of minutes after what I talk or what we talked about, you could still remember because you wrote it down, right? Good job. I see a couple of you standing, looking for a notebook, looking for a paper. Yes. All right. Good job. I see Francine is ready. She has her notebook and her pencil in front of her. Good job. Then I'm going to ask you to submit your work right away because if we have time, I'm going to wait for you to submit, but it looks like it's already 1:24 on my end. We did not start on time and we have that video, so it looks like this is not possible. What I want you to do later so you would know is that you are going to submit your work and you will have links to that as well as in Google Classroom 24 hours. That means a day. All right? If you submit more than 24 hours, I will not be able to see your work. All right. My link expires in 24 hours. So I need you to really do your work within the 24 hours. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you understand that. Give me a thumbs up. I see Kylie giving a thumbs up, but I don't know why your mic is on. The rule was turn it off, right? Okay. I think I see a lot of thumbs up. I see that. I want to scroll over oh my goodness, I see some wonderful, pretty eyes looking at the screen. So they are ready for our class, Teacher Rocky. I like that. Oh my goodness. Look, I need to see your handsome face. It looks like yes, I see a background, but I don't see you. I need to see some handsome face and beautiful faces. Oh, wow. All right. Everybody looks like they're ready. Maha, I like your popper. That's a trending right now. I like that. I like the background. I like that. Yes, okay. So I should not be hearing any conversations or talk, so we can start, right? All right. Okay. Now, our topic is to emulate Dr. Jose Rizal at a young age. You are at your young age. I am not anymore. But guess what? We are going to talk about Dr. Jose Rizal and when he was young, what were the things he was doing? you know? But to start with, let's take a look at our vocabulary. Oh, wow. Now, this is the time for you to participate because you are going to type in the chat box. You could type in the Zoom chat box. You can type in our YouTube chat box. It doesn't matter for as long as it's a chat box. What is to emulate? Oh, that's a big word. Maybe you know about it, maybe not. It's okay. And after you type, I need you to jump 5 times. Type your answer first. What is to emulate? And if I see a lot of jumpings, that means I see a lot of answers. What is to emulate? It's okay to ask mom too. It's okay to ask dad. Ooh, I don't know. Oh, what is to emulate? And I see other people trying to open another browser to see what that means. It's okay also. We are in a world of technology. We can look and learn after that. Oh, okay. So if your Zoom in YouTube and if your audio in Zoom and YouTube are overlapping, you have to mute one of those. It's either you can mute the Zoom or you can mute the YouTube. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for mentioning that. I see that. Very good. Thank you, Ayesha. Very good. I don't see a lot of jumping. Emulate means how to spell. It's right there on my screen, baby. Let me see. I see 45 of you. You should be able to see that. Emulate. What is to emulate? I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to find out what's the meaning of emulate. It's okay if you could not type in the chat box in YouTube. It's okay. Type it in Zoom. It's all right. Oh, I see answers. Oh my goodness. But I don't see jumping. I need to see you jump 5 times if you already have an answer. I'm looking at my screen. Oh, good job, Yuri. I see Yuri jumping. I see Zanaya jumping. That means you already answered. Ooh, Shaima. Shaima's jumping. Phoebe is jumping. All right. Good job, Alyssa. I know, but why do I hear you? I should just see your comments, not talk. All right. Okay, very good. Yes, most of your answers, if not all, are correct. To emulate is to match, to copy, to imitate, to mimic, sometimes to equal or even excel, or to follow. Right. So that's the term emulate. I think the easiest word that I could think for the word emulate is to follow. Do you agree with me? Yeah, to emulate is to follow. Yeah, so we have to follow. So the topic is we have to follow Dr. Rizal. Let's see what he was doing when he was younger. Oh, how do we follow though? We have to take a look at traits. Oh, this time it's another one. What is a trait? Tell me what a trait is. Tell me what a trait is. And this time you have to spin around 5 times. If you tell me what a trait is, type it in the chat box. And after you type in the chat box, you can spin around 5 times. I see typing. I see looking. I see eyes open wide. Oh my goodness. I don't see spinning. I see. Give a clue. Maybe ask your neighbor or call a friend. What is a trait? What is a trait? What is a trait? I don't know. I don't know. Guys, it's not enough to just say, I don't know. There are ways to know things. Ask somebody. Look it up in Google. Open a browser. Oh, the link for our class here. Here's the YouTube link. For those who are still coming in late, there goes the link. All right. Okay, very good. I see answers. I don't see spinning. Let me see spinning. I see answers now. Ooh, I see exactly a copy paste of the browser. Okay, of the Google answer. I don't see spinning. I see, oh, Marceline is spinning. Very good. Oh, how come I don't see a lot of videos now? Is it just my internet? What's going on? Pages 11, 12, and 13. Teacher Rocky is looking at those who are not putting their cameras on, and Teacher Mars too. All right. Oh, I see a good spin right there. Oh, you get dizzy, Altherence. I love your name too. I see a lot of spinning from Luke and Aisha. Don't get dizzy, but you are correct. A trait is a distinguishing quality or characteristics, and it belongs to a person. Well, animals and any living things can have characteristics too. Now, traits are essentially physical characteristics that could include your length, your body, your shape, your color, your pattern, sometimes your eyesight, and even your muscle definition. So that's a trait. Now, what we wanted to focus tonight or today are traits formed by a person's behavior or attitude. Now, we all do have good and bad attitudes, but we are going to take a look at those because those traits are going to help us really look into how a person would grow. So just like when you have a plant, right? You try to put the seed and try to make sure that it is planted straight because if you step on it and it's planted this way, or somebody step on it and it's growing this way, your plant would not look perfect or nice. It would grow this way. So in a person also, we have to make sure that our traits are good so we would grow as a good person. Do you agree? Give me a thumbs up if you heard Miss Wilson or Teacher Ann. Oh, I like that, Haley. Thank you, Haley. Thank you for responding right away when I said give me a thumbs up. You give me a thumbs up right away. I saw Elizka also. I might not be able to call your names right away, but as soon as I see you answer right away, those are the names that I'm going to call. Now, give me examples of characters. Give me examples of character traits. Give me examples of character traits. And when you are done, you can give me 5 jumping jacks. What are character traits? Remember, we talk about physical, but we are going to focus on behavioral, attitude. What are character traits? I know you've been reading books, and there are character traits when we read books, right? Character traits are not just in a book. Character traits are traits of real people. Oh, I see Alaska again. Oh, that's a good jumping jack right there. You got your exercise done today. That's it? Only one? Oh, I see Altherence again, Yuri again. Oh, those are Teacher Rocky. Pay attention to those who are following directions. Give them extra points. Oh, wow. Very good. And Zoe, I see you look like you're flying, Zoe, with your background. Very nice. Good job. If you're not able to answer right away, it's okay. We are going to talk about character traits. So, character traits could be values in a person. You could be generous, you could be devoted, you could be kind, you could be sincere, cooperative, tolerant, optimistic, and spiritual. Those are values, and that's part of a character trait. Now, there are also leaders that we have to take a look into. We have to see what are their characters, their dominance. They're bossy, or they could be bold, they could be proactive. Those are examples of character traits. Courteous, I see courteous from Aisha. Very good. Now, children like you guys, you have characters. You could be playful, you could be smart, fidgety, shy, lively, and a lot of character traits. All right. I think we're done with our I think we are done with our vocabulary words. I think we've already taken everything out and make sure we know what's emulate, what's character traits. Now what's left is we need to know who Dr. Jose Rizal is, right? Do we know who Dr. Jose Rizal is? Whoa. If you know who Dr. Jose Rizal is, type it in the chat box and give yourself a whoa. Do you know how to do a whoa? Whoa. Type first, who is Dr. Jose Rizal? Who is Dr. Jose Rizal? Type it down. Yes, I see answers. I don't see whoa. I see Gerard or Gerard. A whoa. Give me a whoa. I am bouncing. Why am I bouncing? I'm not bouncing. I am not in the trampoline. Oh, but why do I hear you? Who is talking? Who is talking? You need to type it down if you have a problem. Thank you. All right. Very good. So, yes. Is there a problem with my audio? Huh? Sure, sure. Just share it. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you, Teacher Bing. Very good. I think that's the problem with others that could not do it. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Now we have to think who. Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. My screen just moved a lot and big. Okay, what just happened here? Oh no, Teacher Bang, that changed my whole entire view. Hold on. Help. There. Okay. All right, that's perfect. Yeah, that changed everything because I have a side by side view. And if you do that, that changed everything. Oh, okay. Ooh, all right, all right. Guess what, guys? If you subscribe to ARYLI and you did not get all of my presentation, you can look again, you can replay so you would understand what I am talking about, okay? All right. So for those who are not able to go to YouTube right now, it's okay. You can watch a replay. Just like when you watch TV and you're not there, you didn't make it there, it's okay. You can watch a replay, all right? Okay, that's what's good thing with YouTube. Now, what do you think were the traits of Dr. Jose Rizal when he was a young kid like you? What was he like as a son, a brother, or a student? Or what was he like in his community? What I want you to do right now is look into the chat box, and I am gonna put in there the link of where you are gonna have to put your answer, not just in the chat box this time. This is upgraded. We're gonna upgrade as to where you are gonna put your chat box. Right there, right there. I see answers right there. I see everybody giving me answers, not on the chat box this time. This time you have to follow Mentimeter. Mentimeter, and I'm only going to give you 1 minute. I know we did not start on time and we don't want to stay here for a long time. So go to the chat box, click that link, and type in your answer. Now, Jose Rizal has a lot of traits, and we are going to talk about that later. Don't worry. But right now, I just need to know what you know about him. He was, or he is still our national hero. But what are his traits when he was young like you? All right. Why do I keep on seeing Margaret's iPad? It needs to be everyone. All right, it's okay. Go to the Mentimeter. Make sure that you are typing your answers in the Mentimeter because I will share that in a little bit. Go ahead. You don't need to tell me that. Look at what they are answering. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's take a look. We have 30 seconds to take a look at your answers, guys. That means these are the students that really, okay, put in their answers. I am about to share my Mentimeter. That means these are the students that really follow directions. So Jose Rizal, who is Jose Rizal? Or let me see how go to downloader. No, I don't need to do that. I will just open it this way so I can see it. Come on. If my presentation would let me. Okay. Present. There you go. What are the traits of Jose Rizal as a young student? Oh my goodness. Yes, I agree. He was so brave. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yes, he was so brave. He was kind. He was intelligent. He was good. He's a hard-working student. Very good, you guys. And I'm taking a picture of that because I'm going to show that to all of your teachers that you know about Jose Rizal. He was a leader. Yes, being a leader is a character trait. He's a good man. I'm going to ask for 10 more seconds and we are going to move on. He was kind, a book lover, courteous, very helpful. Oh, I like that. Do you see it moving? Those are your answers, guys. You are really doing a great job. Let's give everybody a hand. I like that. Give it a hand. If you did it, very good. Tap your back, tap your shoulder. You did an excellent job if you answered. Luke, I see you. I see you, Luke. Very good. So, those are the things that you know or maybe perceived about Dr. Jose Rizal. And I like that. I like it so much that you put in and you tried your best to put in your answer. All right. So, now let's move on. Ooh, I can hear myself. Why do I hear myself? Somebody needs to turn off their microphone. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's gonna distract Miss Teacher. Okay, so let's start. This is the discussion part, and I need everybody to give me a good stretch so we could focus. So I need everybody to stretch all the way up. So our brain's gonna get ready. We need to get all our brain, our blood flowing all the way to our brain. Stretch it all the way to your right, to your left. Oh my goodness, Teacher Rocky, they are following directions. Front and back. I know you have been sitting down for a good 40 minutes, and I understand. That's why if I ask you to stand, you should have stood up earlier. But anyhow, let's move on. Look at this. So, Jose Rizal was born in Calamba, Laguna, and that is in the Philippines. He loved Calamba with all of his heart because when he was 15, he wrote a poem on Recuerdo en mi pueblo, or in memory of my town. Now, on his earliest childhood memories, he remembered when he was young that they had a very nice family garden. He was frail and sickly and undersized. So Jose Rizal is a small kid, and he was given the tenderest care by his parents, an aya or a nursemaid. He was the seventh out of the 11 children of the Rizal family. Type down in your chat box, how many are you? How many siblings are you in your family? Type it down very quickly. So, another childhood memory of him was the daily angelus prayer and the nightly rosary. I see answers in the chat box. Very good chat box. Very good. He also loved the nightly walk with his ayah by the river where he heard stories and folklores. I know you know what folklores are, right? So those are his memories in his childhood years in Calamba. Now, Jose Rizal is not only a kid that has a lot of good memories, he also has some bad memories. And one of those, actually the very first one, was that I'm going to tell you in a little bit. So again, I was telling you there were 11 of this. Of them? Can you imagine them in the household? See, there's only one or two of you, right? Sometimes you even fight with them because they don't give you your toys, right? But the Rizal children were taught to love and help one another. Yes, maybe there are fights we didn't know, but then their parents made sure that they love one another and they help each other. Right there. Oh, let me see if you can find Jose Rizal in this picture. This is a big picture that I cropped, but I think I see Jose Rizal here. I put this one here because this is just a picture of Jose Rizal smiling. Most of the pictures we see about Jose Rizal, he was not smiling, or he does not smile. But this is the only picture I saw online in the internet that he was smiling. So his first sorrow was the death of his younger sister. His sister died when she was 3. And Rizal was only 4 years old when that happened. Can you imagine that? Your brother or a sister pass away? That is sad, right? That is sad. Very sad. I saw that. Jenny Soriano even said that's very sad. And even at the age of 4 years old, he understood that. He cried so hard. And that was his very first sorrow. That was his playmate. That was his friend. He's so fond of her. And that was his very first sorrow. All right. Now, Jose Rizal, whoever said that he loves to read book, guess what? That was right. He loves to read book because his mom was a teacher and she loved telling stories to them. Now, one night, Doña Teodora was teaching Jose, or his name, or his nickname was Pepe, how to read Spanish. Remember, at this time, Jose Rizal was born in the Spanish era where there's a lot of Spanish people in the area, right? Yeah. So you will learn more about history when you grow up, or maybe you can read some right now. And this is part of history. What we're talking is history, okay? Now, Jose Rizal was not paying attention, just like some of us right now. I see a lot of us looking at our screen, but others are eating. Are you paying attention, Luke? I see Luke eating, but he's paying attention. Thank you. I see you, Luke. Hey, I see most of you paying attention, but he was not paying attention at that time. He might have perhaps lacked self control. He was just staring at this dancing flame. So, back in the day, I don't know if they even have electric, but most likely not. They have candles or, flame. Hala, 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 hala. Why is it so noisy? Okay. So, his mom stopped what they were doing and told him the story of the moth. Who knows the story of the moth? You know about it? Give me a thumbs up if you do. You do? You don't? Shamaya said she does not know. She does hindi. O hindi nila alam yung story ng moth. So, nakakaintindi ba kayo ng Tagalog? Magtatagalog si Teacher Ann. Pero, mahihirapan tayo dyan kasi Bisaya man si Teacher Ann. Anyways, the story of the moth is that a moth is very, very excited to see a flame or a fire or maybe a flame of the candle, or you call it as a torch. Now, since the moth is very excited to see that, and I've read that over here. This is the book of Rizal that I looked into. The moth does not stop, but it keeps on going towards the flame. And what do you think would happen to the moth? What do you think would happen to the moth or happen to the moth? Type it down. Don't answer. Yes, it died. It got burnt. But guess what? The story of that moth could have been a premonition of what will happen to Jose Rizal, because the moth died while it is worthwhile for him, because he knew that the flame was so nice and I'm going to go dodge through it. The moth died a martyr with the illusion of a justified noble death. So para sa kanya may justice yung pagkamatay niya, 'di ba? So just like Jose Rizal, he died a martyr, right? So that's why I said it's some kind of like premonition, right? But that night, Jose Rizal did not know about it. He was just what, 7 or 8, 7 years old maybe. That night, Rizal learned, or that night, Jose learned not to misbehave like the moth. Don't be disobedient, or you might get burnt. Hopefully, not die. Right? When our parents tell us, do not do that, do not do that. There's a reason. Yeah, the moth was naughty, but then the moth also has his reasons why he wanted to dodge through the fire or the torch, right? So that's the story of the moth. I included that one in there because that's very important. On Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Now let's move on to the artistic talents as a young kid. And guess what? Hold on to that thought, whoever's talking. I know there's a lot of you here. Hold on to that thought, because on your output, you will get a chance to write down the things that you want to tell me right now, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you understand what I just said. All right. Now, we all know Jose Rizal has a lot of talents. At 5 years old, he made sketches with pencil. And if you subscribe to our ARYLI and YouTube page, the ones that you are in right now, Miss Olive, our founder, taught how to sketch. Introduction to sketch. And we do a lot of those free webinars in our website. So I need you to make sure you are subscribed so you know what's going on, all right? Now, he also wrote his very first home. Sa aking mga kababata, it's all about being young, being a kid, being a Filipino kid. Now, I suggest you to look into that on your free time because I know we don't have a lot of time right now. Now, he also, when he was 8, he also wrote his very first dramatic Tagalog comedy that was staged in Calamba Festival. You know, pag mayroon tayong mga fiesta, di ba may mga drama, ganyan, may mga pakulo, may mga pa-magic. Uy, si Jose Rizal na ganun din when he was 8 years old. So he was really, really talented, right, Macy? Right, Macy was so excited to hear that. Yes, Jose Rizal, even if he is a hero, he got a lot of things that he has done when he was younger. Now, to be a kid, you have influences. It could be hereditary from your family, it could be from the environment to where you live and what are your influences. But I'm going to talk mostly about hereditary. When you say hereditary, it's from your ancestors. It could be from your grandma, your grandpa, your mom, your dad. So Jose Rizal was a crossbreed. So he is a Malay, a Chinese, a Spanish. So in his Malay descent, he loved freedom, the desire to travel, and courage. Now, he was also a Chinese. He was so serious in nature. He was frugal, he's patient, and he loved children. Aren't these traits, guys? So pay attention. I hope you are writing down. I did not ask you to just get your paper and your notebook just to stare at it. You can write down things that we talk about here, okay? Now, he's also Spanish. His elegance, his sensitivity to insult, and gallantry to ladies. But most importantly, he learned things from his dad. His dad was, or papa or father, was profound in the sense of self respect, love for work, and independent thinking. His mom was very religious. Remember, they were praying the Angelus and the Rosary, and self sacrifice, and the passion of arts and literature. Okay. Now, in his early education, just like you, he's a student. He went to Calamba and Binyan. We're almost done. We're almost there. His mom was his very first teacher, and his mom was, of course, the very first one to discover that Jose Rizal was a genius. At a very young age, he knows his alphabet. He knows his numbers. So they hired tutors like Maestro Celestino, later Maestro Lucas, and Leon Monroy. But at 8, I need you to really think about this. He was sent to a private school in Binyan where he need to ride a train. He was by himself, so he was really sad. He was really depressed. He was really homesick. You know why? Can you imagine having 10 other one brother, and he had my math, 9 sisters, and well, Concha died, so 8 sisters all around you every day, playing, learning, having fun, and then you got to get sent somewhere just like you guys. Can you imagine going out from the next city just to go to school without mommy, without daddy, without your sisters and your brother? What would happen? Uh-oh. He was so sad. He was so depressed. So let's see what happened with him when he was in that school. On his first day, somebody bullied him. His name was Pedro. You know what? He was weak. He looked so thin. So Pedro was like, you're a new kid? I'm gonna get you. So they were fighting. But guess who won? Guess who won? Not Pedro. It was Jose. Jose won because it was not mentioned, but Dr. Jose Rizal has an uncle or a tío who knows how to wrestle and taught him. Tío Manuel taught him at a young age how to wrestle. At a young age, Jose Rizal already knew how to stood up for himself. He did not start the fight, right? He was challenged. He was not quarrelsome, but he really just defended himself. And that happened a couple of times, but he knows how to defend himself, right? It was not nice for Pedro to bully somebody, right? Right? Right. So, now let's move on. What else did he do when he was there? Remember, he was sad? Guess what he did? He went to church every day. Every 4 o'clock in the morning. He's 8 years old. He wakes up at the very early dawn just to go to Mass. He learned also how to draw because every time, every afternoon after class, he goes across the street from his school and he goes to this painter. And at first, he was just looking outside. And the painter was like, "What are you doing? Do you want to come in? I'll teach you how to paint." And that's where he learned how to paint. Now, those are all the things that he did. And guess what? He surpassed all of the Binyan boys. He was so smart. He was so good. He was excellent in Spanish, Latin, and reading, writing, arithmetic, and all the other subjects. He was really, really good. But he had to go home after a year and a half. Almost done. He had to go home a year and a half because there's a lot of things happening at that time. There was the execution of the Gomborza, the injustice of his mother. His mother was arrested and was put in prison. Can you imagine, Mama? Mommy got arrested? Oh my goodness, Cassie, you really want me to tell you why his mom was arrested? Now, that's gonna be your homework. You can look it up. Find it. Yeah, find it. Find it out in Google or maybe in our next lesson. Go make sure you subscribe in our channel because I'm just gonna end it right there. That's really, really sad. You're right, Yuri. I like that you're really paying attention. So, we're almost done. I'm just gonna tell you what you need to do now. We have we knew what we thought were the traits of Dr. Jose Rizal, and now I told you some of the snippet. It's not all, everything. I got most of that from this book. So this is, guess what, guys? This is the same book I read when I was in college. I learned a lot about Dr. Jose Rizal when I'm in college. That's why I am in this group. I am in this group where I am giving back to you guys and to other kids through a free webinar because I believe in him. I emulated him. I am sharing my knowledge. So that's how I emulated Dr. Jose Rizal. But guess what? In summary to what we learned, most of Jose Rizal's character traits were already prevalent in his young age and were developed when he got older. Now, in the chat box, I just want to know, what do you think are the top 3 characteristics of Dr. Jose Rizal that made him a hero on his later years? All right, why do I see TGKKFFDGKS? Ay, ay, ay. I need to see 3 characteristics. 3. It needs to be in the same chat. 3. I'm going to read your answers. I see answers. I need answers, not just blank names. Where are the answers? Oh, I need to see 3 characteristics of Jose Rizal. Yes, he was smart. He was kind, talented, smart, and brave. Very good, Paul. Paul followed directions. Good job. Very, very good. Excellent. Very good. Brave, good, and kind. Excellent. Optimism. That's your name? That's a nice name. I said 3. Oh, I said 3. Smart, kind, and brave. Very good. Brave, smart, brave, and religious. I like that, Joshua. I like that you mentioned religion because they pray the rosary, they pray the angelus, and he goes to church every day on his life. Loyal, smart, and fast. Oh, I like that. I like the word fast in there. Genius, talented, and brave. Very good. Brave and kind and intelligent. Very good. Excellent. Now that you know Rizal's characteristics, I need you to check on yourself. Yourself. I checked on myself when I've known about the life of Jose Rizal. I said, that was a good man. He was really my hero, or he is still my hero. Now I need to look into the good side of Jose Rizal and I want to follow him. I want to emulate him. I want to mimic him. What are the traits? There you go. This is your assignment. I need you to reflect on your own traits, on how you can be a young emulator of Jose Rizal. What are your traits? What are your good traits that you could follow Jose Rizal? Now, this is your assignment. I know we do not have time. I know we do not have time, but this is your assignment. You are going to make your own digital book on how you can emulate Dr. Jose Rizal. Now, good job for those who were already there earlier. We're not done yet. Good job to those who were there earlier because you made sure you check on my assignment way ahead of time. But guess what? You did not even know the directions yet. You already just made a book, but you did not know the directions. So, what I wanted to do is I am going to share the Google Classroom because or this one, not the Google Classroom, this one right here. See this one, your book creator. This is an app, and some of you already put in the code. That was just the sample. That was not the real one. Right there, Teacher Rocky already put the link. But this one is my library. And Teacher Rocky, can you please also log into this one so I can include you as my co-teacher so you can see their work. So now I will have a different code for first grade. If you are a first grade, this one it says first. That was just the first sample that I have. If you were already playing around, looking around this app earlier, go back to it and go to where you need to be. If you're first grade, go click on first grade. If you're second grade, go click on second grade. And if you are third grade, go click on the third grade. So this is the codes for that. You could not just go there and open anything. You need a code. The codes are also in the Google Classroom, but I'm also going to put it there in our chat box, okay? So give me time because it looks like this one is taking a long time. So again, your deadline is 24 hours, but I need to, oh my gosh, come on, hurry, hurry. Ay, it's not working. It is not working. Here you go. Here you go. So if you are already there you go. These are the codes, and I'm going to put it in our chat box. Okay. So I see the chat box for everyone. If you could not see that here in the chat box, it's already in the Google Classroom. Very good. Good job. Okay, I see. Very good. Can't access your screen. Why not? Alrighty. So that is it. I need you to look into that. And now I'm going to share you how to make your book. I need you to look. The codes are there, and I'm going to keep on putting it in there, but I need you to look at our presentation and how to use or log in to your book creator. And this is the last thing, guys. So hang on. If it would work, just hang on. Alrighty, play. Hello everyone. So right now I'm going to show you on how to make your own book using an online or an app that's called Book Creator. So you can type it in your search engine or look it up in your Apple Store app or Android app. But it's like this. So you can create an account, free account, and then you are going to sign in and look for student sign in. And I know you have your Gmail that you. Okay, again, do not worry if you could not do it right away right now. Your moms, I know you're first, second, or third grade, ask for help. Ask for help. I know you will have a hard time looking for your email, but make sure you will ask for help, okay? You use in here, so that's sign in with Google. Click it over there. And then if you're using somebody else's computer, it would show you a couple of accounts in there. Make sure you are logged into your own Gmail account. Okay, so once you are already logged in, you need your code so I can see your work. The code would be in there. So I'm going to show you. That's MPF7TY6. That's important so I can see your work. All right, again, that was just the sample. That was the sample. I know some of you already watched this video earlier, but that was just a sample. Your codes are in the chat box, okay? And that's also in your Google Classroom. So once you're already there, you can either pick any of those, but it's easier to work on templates. So find the template that you would like. You can look it up, which one you like, which one would fit into our task. So for this one, I may use a retro one. And then make sure you change the author's name. So in this case, I will just change it into student one. So I know that this is just a sample. So once you already have your name, I could see it in when you submit your work also. So when you are already making your book, you can start off with a blank, or you can find some templates. It's going to be on the right side. You can add a page. Once you add a page, there will be a blank in there, or you can use the plus sign. In the plus sign on the upper right, you could put an import, a camera, or in this case, you can use a pen if you want to write. I mean, it would take time, but if you want to draw something, you can do that. You can change colors. You can use a different color. You can write whatever for as long as it's part of the task as well. So if you have an app, you can even use your finger to draw. So that's something fun that you can also use. If you don't want that anymore on the left side, upper right, you can undo it. So if you commit mistake, you can also erase it. Or if you don't like it, just undo it. All right. So again, on the right side, you can also put a camera. If you want to talk and you want a video in there, you can add up in your camera, or you can record your own voice using that microphone over there. So there's a lot of things you can do in this book. Now, you can also put a theme, or make sure towards the end you are going to say something about yourself. It says about the author. So write some important details about yourself, maybe 2 or 3 information. And then you can add your picture. The fun part is to add a picture. So you import a picture. You can even find it under your files or under your drive. If you want to put a picture, if not, it's okay as well. So I am putting a picture from my drive, and you know my drive is full. You can see a lot of my stuff over there. So if you don't have a picture, it's okay. It's okay. I know I would only ask you to submit this in 20 minutes. So it's okay. So
Yes.
let me find a
Yes.
picture. Any picture would do for
Yes,
me right
yes. Can
now,
you
just
still
for
hear
the
us?
sake of a sample. So let me get that.
We're almost done.
Would get in there and just make sure you are just gonna crop it from left and then resize it and put it to where you want it to be. So that's me on my picture. And then
All right, so I'm gonna end it like right there because you already know the gist, and I even see some of you already have access to your book creator. Good job. But I need you. Yes, very good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. But I need you to take a look in this one. You need to put it in first grade, second grade, third grade. If you were listening, the first part it says if you could not download it, use it online. Go open a browser and you can do it in there. Ask mommy's help. If you need to sign in, ask mommy's help. Okay. The video, if you want to rewatch it, it's in your Google Classroom. The codes are in the Google Classroom. But I want everybody to know what is the task again. All right. I want you to do the task again. All right. I want you to know that task again. The task is to make sure that you check on yourself. What are your traits? How could you emulate? How could you follow? How could you mimic Dr. Jose Rizal? All right. So if you have any more questions, write it in our Google Classroom. I can answer, or I can answer your questions there. Right now, you can do your book after this class. Right now, I just need you to finish by looking into our exit ticket. You need the exit ticket because Teacher Rocky will make sure and see that you have already done it. I only see 19 people in YouTube. I don't know where the rest of you are, but I hope you're still here and I hope you're still listening because I am about to end our presentation. That's the exit ticket. Again, you can subscribe to our Facebook, YouTube, and Google classes because there will be a nomination for the groups of those who are really, really good in our Rizal Awards. I need you to look at that one. And thank you, everyone. All right. So, what happened? What happened here? What happened? What just happened? Our screen just got. Okay, what just happened? Okay, to those who are watching us in Facebook and YouTube, thank you so much. We are going to end our broadcast in our Facebook and YouTube page, but I can still answer questions in our Zoom link. Thank you so much. By the way, I want to say thank you also to our alumni of Rizal Youth Leadership Institute core team. Miss Olive, thank you so much for stopping by. Ramwen and Grace, they're also teachers in our other cohorts. Thank you so much, and I will see you in a little bit, okay? But my Zoom class, I am here